Hi, I'm just going to adjust this. Okay, so I'll wait for people to come on. I'm going live today. It's not going to be a really long one today. It's just going to be quite short and going over things that we can do to help ourselves through times of releasing and times of how we're so dogged down with everything. So yeah. So I see a couple of people are on now. So I'm Gillian Smith. I work with Nahkila AshworthScott Sculpting, and I work with energy and help to release all that negative energy, that hoocha that we hold on to after traumas, experiences, and just things that seem to be attracted to us from imprints that we have in our energy field. So yeah, I help with releasing those, and today I'm going to talk about how we are out of balance, how this imbalance affects our energy and affects our life, and what we can do to help. Okay, so how is everybody doing? Oh, it's nice, is it? It's our first time catching live. Oh, that's good. Nice to see you on here. Just see how everyone's doing. Let me know how you're doing, and it'd be nice to catch up. So, well, welcome, and I'm so happy you're on with us today. So yeah. So I'm going to talk about the imbalances and everything that has been coming through for me lately, and you know what. We're all learning. We're just at different kind of levels where we're reaching in our path and in our journey. You know, no one's better, no one's less. It's just different timings. You know, so we can all learn from each other. We all learn from our experiences and situations. So, oh, good, you're okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing good today. It's a beautiful day out there, although it is cold, and we're doing all right. So hopefully this exercise that we're going to do today will help with anyone that may not be feeling okay and might need a little bit of an extra boost. So yeah. So going back to how we are sort of imbalanced and how it affects everything. So when we think in terms of chakras and the systems in our body and our soul, our heart, our mind, you know, it's that they need to be all in balance for us to work properly and to keep going and just to be able to get the best experience that we can out of this life. You know, what is the point in being here and not enjoying the experience? You know, we all have things, traumas that, you know, that keep us from not enjoying ourselves. But, you know, we want to learn from them, we want to grow from them, and we want to release them. When we hold on to them, it causes imbalances and it causes our energy to be in that same kind of pattern. So we want to release them. We don't want to continue with the patterns. We don't want to continue with this negative energy. So we want to get back into balance through our energy. Which is what we're going to do today. You know, I'm sure everyone has got different ways of keeping in balance physically, mentally, emotionally, you know, through nutrition and talking to people and getting out, exercising, being in nature. So this is one thing that can help with everything that you're already doing. Okay, so Alatha says hello. Hi, Alatha. Nice to see you on. So yeah, imbalances. So what I feel and what has been shown to me from imbalances is that how much it can actually affect us, and we don't even know because we can't see it, and because we are, I wouldn't say disconnected, but our connection to everything is buried under all of this negative energy that we have a hard time in seeing that we are so out of balance, and it brings people who are working with energy and can see these things, and that to help you understand that this imbalance is really quite an unnatural phase of, you know, of how we should be. You know, we all need to be in balance, like the rocks, like the trees, Mother Earth. You know, we're all connected, so we want to bring everything back into balance and connection. Now, if our chakras are all gummed up with our future, with our negative energy, with our traumas, our experiences, then, you know, that's going to keep us out of balance physically as well as energetically. So our chakras contribute to different things that we do. So our root chakra is all about security. And so if we have a trauma to do with our security, you know, about not being safe, then our root chakra will have that kind of imprint there. So we will feel a lot more insecure about ourselves and what we do. And then things that have been coming through, it's been quite fascinating to see and feel that when our three main areas that we can really truly connect with is our soul, our heart, and our mind. Now, for so long we've been programmed through ego and through, you know, just using our mind, using what we perceive as knowledge, you know. So it's like we are using that. Our ego is always in the lead, and with our ego comes imbalance. You know, our ego is good for learning new things and for getting us out of situations that we don't really want to be in. But for it to be in a constant lead, it disconnects us. It stops us seeing the whole thing. You know, we can become very self-absorbed. And you know, it's not always our fault. We were stuck in a program that is quite outdated now. We're coming into a new age. We're coming into a new being. So we are hoping to let go of all this negative energy. We're wanting to let go of everything that no longer serves us, and seeing things in a different way. I really enjoy looking at things differently and understanding it from different points of views. You know, I'm learning and I'm still releasing what no longer serves me. We all do, you know. Not one of us is fully healed, and not one of us is ever going to be fully healed. We're all going to have these triggers. It's just a case of noticing them, realizing that we have them, and healing them and letting go. So yeah, it's nothing personal. It is just our energy, and we want to have as much good energy and less hoocher as we can. So yeah, with our soul, our heart, and our mind, we're looking at getting these back into balance. So when we can't continue leading with our ego and our mind, then, you know, it's like our soul is taking the back seat. And I can see it and I can feel it in so many people, this fight. You know, it's unconsciously and consciously, people can feel this, their own fight within themselves. And you can see it bubbles out in anger. I don't know how else I can explain it, but it's like you can literally see it, and it's your soul is trying to tell you, hey, come on, there's more to you than just ego. There is more to you than what you've been programmed to think. There's a lot more to us. We can make it through times of crisis. We can make it through times of trauma. It's just a case of letting everything go and not holding on to anything that no longer serves us. So I remember going down the highway, and there was a plough, a tractor going along the field, and it was ploughing the field, and flying next to it was a hawk. And even though this like machinery is modern, you know, it does a lot of work for us humans, but it can also do a lot of damage too. But, you know, as long as we ask permission and we understand that Mother Earth is a living human, a living being, and us humans are part of her just as much as she is part of us, that we can actually coexist, and we can plough the fields, we can use the fields for our food, for growing, for sources of heat, you know, our nutrition, where we live. You know, it's not like we're here to own, we are here as a caretaker and earth keeper. As long as we get to realise that, we can live harmoniously. So yeah, so going back to the tractor going along ploughing, and this hawk flying next to the tractor. So what was happening is when the plough was going along, all the mice were running away from it. They didn't want to get ploughed up. So the hawk was flying next to it, ready for its feed. You know, so that when you look at it that way, it's like, yeah, we can coexist, we can live together and provide for each other. It's just a case of not letting that greed, that ego, that everything, you know, that is very low vibrational take over. Yeah, so a couple more people come on. Javi, hey Javi, and Brianna, hi, nice to see everybody. So yeah, so don't worry if you've just come on and you've missed the first like 10 minutes. It's going to go on here. You know, I've just gone over things that have been coming through for me and how we get back into balance. So yeah, going back to our soul. So I can see our soul fighting and trying to make us see, trying to help us learn from our mistakes, from our traumas, from our experiences. So when we actually let our soul come forth and show us that there's a lot more to us than our ego, our mind, then it's like a whole new way of looking at things. It's a whole new way of understanding how you work, how you can actually rewire, how you can look at things and taking the personal out of it. And you know, living in your truth is pretty raw sometimes, and some people just can't understand that. And your true authentic self, your soul, has been here many times. It is so wise, you know, and it's pretty raw when you actually look into it and see what you've actually been doing to yourself and doing to others. And it's a bit of a hit on the head, like, oh my gosh, yeah, you know, we're letting to really grow and heal, we need to let our soul take the lead from our ego. So understanding that our soul needs to be in the driver's seat for when we're healing is a great experience. We can really learn from it and see how we can grow and see how we can actually heal. And then coming up to our heart, you know, when we're out of balance, it's really hard to feel love for ourselves, like true love for ourselves, a true forgiveness for ourselves, forgiveness for others, you know, what they've done, what they've said. You know, things can hurt, but you know, as long as you have that love for yourself coming through and you're following your soul purpose, then it's like, you know, you can understand how other people, where they're coming from when they're unhealed or part of themselves, their soul is fighting, you know. So we want to bring all these three into balance: our mind, our heart, our soul. So with our soul, we want it is a very pure light being within our meat suit. So our pure light being, you know, is trying to help us. It's letting us learn. It's helping us to enjoy our experience as a human at this time. But when we're not listening to it, we can't really enjoy our experience as much as we can. So we want to listen to our intuition. We want to start listening to our soul and learning and gaining a lot more patience, a lot more understanding from our soul. Then we look at our heart. You know, we bring in the love for ourselves, love for others, and understanding through connection through our soul, our heart, our mind, that we are all one here, and to avoid the judgment of others, you know, and trying to bring in that forgiveness, that understanding, let go of those limited beliefs that really hold our healing back. So self-love, love for others, and forgive yourself for your mistakes. We're just having a human experience. This is why we're here, to experience. If we don't make mistakes, we don't do anything wrong, then how are we ever going to learn? So, don't be hard on yourself. And don't take it personally. It's a great experience to have. Just we need to learn to grow and evolve and become this new being that the shamans and the great sages have seen, which is coming. Then we look at our mind. When we are following with our mind constantly, it's normally quite ego-driven, knowledge-driven. So we want to be as more open-minded as we can. To bring that in, we look and have an understanding of other people, of other cultures, an understanding of their stories, your own story, and kind of have no attachment to what your traumas, what your stories are. So you want to be the storyteller instead of living that story. You want to let go of that negative energy around there. So be more open-minded, kinder to yourself, kinder to others. Not live in fear, because when we're in fear and have limited beliefs, it comes from our limbic brain. So this is our ancient part of our brain, and it stops us from being open-minded, and it keeps us in judgment and not understanding. So we want to switch, and unfortunately when we're in fear, it's really hard to get out of that limbic brain mode. So we want to switch our brain, we want to rewire, we want to put more love into our heart, and we want to start listening to our soul and understanding our intuition is here to help us. So when you have that gut feeling that something doesn't feel right, then it's normally true. That gut feeling is right. So we want to start listening, learning, loving, and being more open-minded. Bring all these into balance, release our hoocha, bring in that energy where we are in flow, where we are connected, is a great start. You may think it's hard to do, but it's really not. It's a case of practicing and being in that mindset of you are this powerful light being in a human meat suit having an experience. Okay, so after discussing more the imbalance in energies, does that kind of make sense to everybody? And is there any questions around that before we go into the healing session that I've got? So please feel free to type a question, ask me anything, I don't mind. That's what I'm here for. And the technique that we're going to be doing today is something that you can do every day at home, even more than once a day. And it's really great for bringing you back into balance and stopping that fear coming out in your body and in your energy. Okay, so right, I'll go on to discuss what we're going to do. So the actual healing session is called decoupling, and we use both our hands. And what it does, our left hand will go on our heart, and the right hand will go on our sacral chakra, just below the belly button. So before we go into all that, I'll explain why we do this. So when we are in balance, when adrenaline pumping around, it affects our immune system, it affects how we can communicate, it affects how we think, and it has a really negative impact and on everything. So energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. So we want to get out of that. But unfortunately, the way we are in society, we seem to be in that mode more so than we should. So this is an exercise that will help stop that adrenaline from rushing around our body. When we're not being chased down the road by a tiger, so we don't actually need that adrenaline pumping around our body. So we want to just bring that up, but in times of fright and in times where we do need to be in that fight or flight mode. So we want to be in a healing mode. We want to be in a natural calm state, and will really help us to do that. Yeah, so with adrenaline pumping round, and we have cortisol released into our brain, you know, it is really damaging over a long period of time. So no wonder people suffer with stress. Stress causes so many illnesses, diseases. You know, so we want to come back round to how we were, a more simple life, a more harmonious life. And once we start doing that for ourselves, it can spread to the collective. The collective then can help Mother Earth come back to her natural state too. So we're gonna do that. So with the decoupling, it switches off your HPA axis, which is your hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal glands. These are the glands that help secrete the adrenaline and cortisol. So we want to stop those and bring in that natural calm. Okay, but first we are going to do like a breathing technique. So we're going to breathe in for the count of 3, hold our breath, then we're going to exhale for the count of 5. And we're going to do this 3 times, and then I'll go through what we are going to do with the decoupling. So everyone, if you can get yourself comfortable, you can either sit down, lay down, it's entirely up to you. You know, there's no right or wrong way of doing it, whatever you feel comfortable. Okay, so once everyone is settled, just release any of that tension. If you're holding anything, normally you find it in your shoulders or your neck, you know, go right through your body, feel where you're holding anything, and let that go. Release it. Yeah, let it go. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to breathe in for the count of 3. Okay, so hold, breathe out. 5. Okay, breathe in for the count of 3. Hold. Exhale, count of 5. 2, 3. One last time. Inhale, count of 3. 2, 3. Hold. Exhale, count of 5. 2, 3, 5. Okay. So everyone feeling a bit more relaxed. Okay, so we're going to start with the decoupling. So we're going to start with our left hand, which goes on our heart chakra, which is just here for anyone that may not know. Our right hand will go on our sacral chakra, but we're not going to put that there yet. I'm just letting you know it's just below our belly button. Okay, so we're going to keep just our left hand for now on our heart chakra. Okay, probably better to close your eyes. Bring in that intention through your breath of releasing that fear. Letting go of all that no longer serves you. Feel that electricity that will coursing through your body. Feel it overtake the adrenaline, feel it. Feel the calmness coming in. Okay. When you start to feel calm, your heart rate is dropping. Your breath becomes more flow, a lot easier. Start to feel that rhythm. Not so much the rhythm of your heartbeat, but the rhythm of letting go and being calm, feeling free of anything that's holding you back. Really connect. Feel that light, loving, sharing, caring energy. I know it's here to help you. Help you back with your connection. Help you understand there's a lot more to you, a lot more power, a lot more self-belief, self-worth. I am you as you are me. Feel it nice and easy. If something's stopping you from becoming in a calm state, just leave that out, let that go. You can deal with that another time. You're looking at now, so come into the natural rhythm of Mother Earth, Pachamama, a real connection. The help, the guidance of the peace, the harmony. Maybe bring that in. Again, if you're finding it hard to do, breathe that out. Release that tension. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're doing great. Okay. Once you feel that this is really helping, this is in flow, you're starting to connect, you feel that rhythm, you feel that beat, you feel that balance coming in. Okay. We're going to take our right hand and place it on our sacral chakra, just below the belly button. Deep breath. Nice flow. Feel that calmness, feel that harmony. Feel love and peace. And you feel your energy changing. Feel your sacral chakra What's it telling you? What's it guiding you to do? Feel the balance. Feel that connection coming in. Use your sacral chakra to connect back to Mother Earth. Feel that message, feel that balance going through to her. That calm, that love. And once you feel your sacral chakra is in more balance, start to feel and have a vision, an image of a connection from your heart chakra down to your sacral chakra. See and feel that connection coming from your heart down to your sacral. Let it find its balance. Let it find its rhythm. Keeping calm. Breathe out any blockages. Feel your body listening. Your heart and your sacral chakra talking to the rest of you. Bringing it back into balance. Bringing it back. Back to who we are. Back to our connection. Feel that rhythm. Feel and see the flow of energy right from your heart through to your sacral, straight down to Mother Earth. If you can, feet on the floor. If not, it's fine. And you feel that connection, the balance that you can have, the calmness that comes over you. The feeling of your true self, the feeling of oneness, feeling of health, feeling of calm, of love for yourself and for Mother Earth, for the collective. We're all here to learn and experience. So let's bring that into balance. Feel the calm just flowing through, nice and easy. You're safe, you're secure, you're loved, you're one, you're connected. This is why you're here. To really let go and really help yourself. You know this is something you can do. Take a couple of minutes of being quiet, seeing that connection, feeling that connection. Receiving, giving messages, feeling really high vibrational energy that we can all have. Now start to feel everything that you've just experienced. Start to take your breaths back. Give yourself time to open your eyes and give thanks and gratitude to Mother Earth, to yourself, to the collective. Really feel what that feels like. Does it feel good, being relaxed? Okay. Slowly open your eyes. And take our hand up our sacral chakra. Bring it up to our heart. And give thanks and gratitude to everybody that's here, especially yourself. Again, Mother Earth, I'm really thankful that you've joined. Feel that peace. Okay, when you're ready, you take your hands away from your heart and just feel relaxed. Bring that in. Give yourself a few moments. Okay. What does it feel like now? What does your energy feel like? Do you feel you can think better? Do you feel you can feel better? Are you more relaxed? What is it that you're feeling? If you can, comment in the box and let me know. I'll let you know how I feel. I feel like everything has sort of been washed away, like I've been cleansed, like the energy has helped me to really feel connected, really like joyous feeling, like a calming, real calming effect. So all those fears or worries that I may have had before seem to have, they're not as important anymore, not as important as my health, not as important as my energy, so yeah. So, okay. So like I said, it's very relaxing, yeah. So that's what it is. It takes us out of our fight or flight and back into a natural state of calm. And when we're in our natural state of calm, we can see and think more clearly. We can go to sleep easier. We can relax a lot easier and just be ourselves rather than in this constant, rabbit kind of phase. We want to be relaxed. We want Mother Earth to be a bit more relaxed and really enjoy this experience. So just see what everyone's saying. Oh, Tia Lynn's on. Hey, Tia Lynn. Glad you've joined us today. I've got Gabrielle, Grand Rising to you. Nice to see you. You're happy that you got the live. Yeah, me too. It's nice. I'm not sure if I've seen you on the live before, but it's really nice to have new people and different insights and anything else you want to share and things that feel feel good for you and if it really resonates with you, because at the end of the day, every single one of us is learning. We're all here for an experience, and the more we connect, the more we let go of fear, it's a lot easier to really help us heal and just have a much better experience. Okay. So, Gabrielle's first time, great. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you missed any of it, it's going to be on a replay on the channel, so you can go back and it'll be there. I'm not sure how long it takes, but it'll be there. And again, this technique, the decoupling technique, you can do it at home anytime you want to, even if you're out and about. You're not going to look strange with your hand on your heart and by your belly button, just under your belly button. You're not. It's a real good mechanism to have. It's a real good tool to get you out of that fight or flight mode. And the more we can do that, the more our immune system will say thank you, and the collective will say thank you. We're working together, and we're all in this together. And the only way we can get out together is by working together. So yeah, I really enjoyed today, and this technique. If you're unsure of it, you can always come back to this replay when it goes on and see what it is. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed it. Tia Lynn, she says, I feel very grounded and heavy in a good way. Yeah, it does tend to, but then when it's like that heaviness, that kind of sinking feeling, it's your actual body, like letting go of that adrenaline, not having that adrenaline pumped around you anymore. So it's a natural state. The more we get into this, it won't feel as heavy. It's just the fact that we have just stopped that adrenaline pumping around our body. So the heaviness, yeah, it's right. Don't worry if you are feeling heavy. That's fine. Good point. Thank you, Tia. Thank you for bringing that up, because it is just your physical body reacting to not having that adrenaline pumping around. And it's a good heavy, yeah, not a bad, hoocher heavy. So we want to have that. The more you do it, you won't feel as heavy, and you will feel lighter, and it will you'll understand and start to feel that this should be our natural state. Yeah. Okay. So Teelan said, I was very anxious when I woke up. It felt different to shake the feeling, but it's totally gone. Good, that's great. Yeah, so with anxiety and then anything that sort of like keeps us, like really cramped and really uptight and really scared and fear, it's that kind of frequency that we want to get rid of. So when you are feeling any anxiety coming up, an anxious situation, fearful situation, this is a really good tool to use and help you get through it and help you think clearly, see clearly, and unless you are being chased down the road by a tiger, then that is when you actually need your fight or flight mode. Okay, so Gabrielle, yeah, you should watch the replay. It's good, and comment, on the replay. See what you think. If there's any questions you want to ask or anything that I didn't explain properly, just send me a comment. What's the technique called again? It's called decoupling. So DECOUPLING. Decoupling. It's a technique that I learned from my shamanic training, and it's lovely. It really is. Not that I'd completely forgotten about it, because I do use it at the end of all my healing sessions. So my left hand will go underneath the body, underneath where the heart chakra is, and my right hand will go underneath where the sacral chakra is, and that will help to bring in the calm and everything back into the body after the healing session. So I didn't forget about it, but I only doing like ongoing training the other week, I was like, oh yeah, so I've forgotten it's a really good tool that other people can have. So I'm glad I can share it with you and benefit from it too. So Javi said, I began having visions during meditation. Thank you for doing this. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, it is a form of meditation. So when people get scared of thinking they can't meditate, then this is a great way to start to learn a new way, new part of doing it, because people do get frightened and think that they can't meditate. They don't have the capability, like you may have to be a guru or something like that to be able to do that, and you really don't. This is for everyday people. So again, I thank you very much. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for joining me. I'm really grateful, and if you feel this will help anyone, pass it on. It is all about helping the collective. Okay, so with love and gratitude, I am so grateful and thankful that you joined me today, and I will see you soon. Okay, well, take care everybody. Have a lovely day. Bye.